Okay, here is a countdown.
I'm gonna start making jokes about how this clear is sponsored by fucking Mudfish. I swear to God.
Hurts.
You're no match for me.
Go. Oh, stop this all first.
Protects nothing. Come, show me
I
your
got the shield.
strength.
I can go
All light
hard on you now.
parties.
1, 2,
AC.
Armored Core. That's definitely what AC stands for.
Pairs. Blue is safe.
Light flame you.
Support Devers.
Fire. Lightning. Lightning. Fire. Fire, lightning. Lightning, fire.
A feeble shield protects nothing.
Out.
How about you? Only I can protect her.
Fools! You would stoke the fires of conflict. Your blood shall freeze! Reap!
Swap.
Clockwise.
The light shall usher in peace. In stillness, freeze! Darkness be gone!
Spread.
light consume you.
Who's in?
Darkness be gone.
Pairs.
Still you resist. Then we shall unleash the light within. No, I won't let you. Ah! Green! She won't last much longer. My power surges! I am thanks to you, Gaia. Neutron. I am Logrith, servant of Zodiac. I shall restore the power of past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Or north.
Succumb to the darkness. Illumination! Oh, chaotic dark! Descend and quench light!
AC.
Number slots. One more slot.
Shadows fall!
Got your food. Sprint and go up. Thank you, very cool.
Just a little
I
hard
think
mode
it's-
for you, you know?
I think it's calmed down now, but like up until like this phase, that was crazy lagging. Like I'm watching things really come out delayed. It's scary.
Her awakening is incomplete. Their memories weaken the link. Such impediments to our resonance must be expunged. Come to me, Hraesvalga.
Oh,
I shall weave a new dragon song.
bow tie.
I thought you should have it.
HP check. A little bit on Gaia.
Light and darkness, gather to me.
Keep believing. Look at A. It's time for CT.
Pain shall be fleeting, joy everlasting. As I wish it, so shall the river of time flow.
Four.
Oh wait, focus though.
Cool.
Gay on gay crimes, hello?
What's your damn problem?
Light and darkness.
Keep believing. A little bit on the. Right.
Okay.
Let's do phase 5.
You endure. Another approach then. I am yours and you are mine.
Palargo, can you pull X7?
I won't let
I
you
think-
do as you
I think you're
please.
polarizing still.
Who's gonna do? I can do
Yeah,
two
Charles,
wings. Okay.
What is this? Reen, are you there? Gaia?
Just doing towers while slamming my openers with her.
No one will erase our promise. No one. I'll never stop, as many times as it takes.
E. Dodging left. Go. Oops.
So close to realizing our perfect utopia. We're not going to disappear.
Dark.
We're too stubborn for that.
Be behind for polarizing.
She's facing south, so
Folks.
Tanks in front. Tank swap. Melee's front. Melee swap. Range front. Range swap. Healer's front.
We'll get through this, Reen.
Dodge.
Yes, together. This cacophony.
This would be microcosmos.
Be gone from my memories. Every last trace of you.
Beacon. Dodging to the right.
Our friend won't fail us.
Oh,
You'd better not. We'll never let you hear the end of it. When next I return,
oops.
I will succeed.
I'll grab.
I got already.
Provoking soon them off.
Okay.
Folks.
Dark. She will not turn. She will not turn. She will not turn. Be behind.
Tanks in front. Tanks in front. Tanks in front.
Okay.
Tank swap. Melee's front. Melee swap. Range in front. Range swap. Healer's front. Dodge. That's it.
E. Dodging right. Go.
We won't give up on the future.
Oops.
Let our
Last
cries
pot.
be heard.
No more damage.
This place
All
cannot be
damage.
our utopia. Then naught in existence holds meaning. That's a little melodramatic, don't you think?
I think this is it.
Oh my god.
I know you can.
Let's go.
Let's go!
E. She is dead.
we got it. We got it. We got it.